I saw that what's his name, the Xeon kid or whatever, with that thought. The other day, I saw that interview and I was just blown away by like obviously super predatory woman just like coming in on this dude, and he's kind of like the dude with the glasses, skinny arms. I'm 31, so I had no idea who this kid was. But like, I want to get your guys' thoughts on that because it seemed like acting. Honestly, like I couldn't tell if he was acting or if he was being for real. Like it was like painful to watch. I watched it like 3 or 4 times since because it's just wild to me. I want to know your guys' thoughts on that.
That's Gen Z for you, bro. If I'm going to summarize it up, that is honestly Gen Z for you.
Damn.
So that's a lot of guys that are in that age range. And here's the thing. That's Gen Z without proper guidance. Like my brother, right? He's a Gen Zer. I've talked to you guys about him before. He would be just like these if I didn't like toughen him up when I was younger. I used to bully the out of him when he was a kid. And even to this day, I still bully him. I tell him he's black as hell and he's ugly and all this other shit. He needs to go to the gym, how these women really move, etc. And he's aware now, but you absolutely need a big brother, some type of guidance, because a lot of these young guys are us, bro.
When you combine his age with the money
fame?
and clout,
Oh,
bro, it's like on steroids. So for him, his age, bro, he doesn't have the experience to understand what it is.
Yeah.
So that girl's taking full advantage of him, of course.
Yeah.
And then 2, for him as well, it's like, okay, I have feelings because I'm in this scenario, but I don't know how to manage these feelings. And as a guy that has experience, you know what to do. But him, his age, he doesn't have that experience. And with the clout and money, it's harder because like, wait, does she relate me or not?
People get mad, right, at Andrew because he said that men need to suffer and guys that are that become rich young are pussies. It's the truth. Like, nigga, it's so goddamn true. Like, people might say, "Oh, you older are angry, blah blah blah." No, it's the truth. If you don't understand the value of a dollar, right, early on, and you don't struggle to get it, you're never gonna appreciate it. And if you don't appreciate it, you don't know how to move properly. So, for me, I thank God that I had a real job first. I worked in loss prevention, worked a minimum wage job at McDonald's, got fired, ended up working in law enforcement. That forced me to grow, right? That really forced me to grow. I went from being in college and hanging out and being an athlete and, having a great time with that to, now you're responsible for arresting people, taking their liberty from them, and you're doing it at the highest level, at the federal level. So, you're testifying in front of court. You're going to grand jury. You're testifying. You're under oath. Like, this is a very serious job. So, like, it forced me to grow. But had I not had that prerequisite knowledge, those prerequisite experiences, I would have never become a man. And I wouldn't have, and most importantly, I wouldn't have had the appreciation for the wealth that I've been able to build for myself now. I wouldn't have learned the skill set of delayed gratification, etc. So these young boys that make money off social media young, my thing is, I'm not angry at them making the money. I'm angry at the predatory people that come into their life after the fact and use their naivety against them. That's what I'm angry about, okay? Like, I've seen use Aiden Ross. I've seen bitches use Neon. I've seen even Sneeko to a degree, blah, blah, blah. And it infuriates me because I don't want young guys, especially young guys with status and money, to be used by these whores that, quite frankly, don't deserve any of this attention. It pisses me off. There's nothing that pisses me off more. I've literally posted a clip on Instagram before. Nothing pisses me off more than watching a successful guy get used by a useless female. That infuriates me because I know in the back of my mind, especially if he's young and successful, he had to work his ass off to some degree to earn that money, and now some coming in and getting it for free, and a lot of the times, these don't provide no value back. I'll see these interactions. They don't cook. They don't clean. They don't help him out with his business. They don't do. They just sit there and exist, and they be on the stream, and they get clout, and they get some fame, and then they move on to the next, and that burns me like no other, bro. There's nothing I hate more than useless females that are predatory, that use men as a stepping stone to get to the next cock. That's what pisses me off. It's not the guys being successful. It's the that use them for being successful that pisses me off. So to all the young guys out there that are higher net worth, that make some money. I was actually having a consult with a guy that was making $500K per year, 18 years old, fantastic, jewelry business. I don't want y'all getting used by these men, okay? Like, you guys want to go ahead and flex your lifestyle, that's cool, but I don't want young guys getting used by women. That shit pisses me off. Sorry, bro, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. No, I completely agree with you. When I was 18, I joined the Marine Corps. I was in 0311 in the Marine Corps. So, like, I agree with what you're saying as far as you kind of got to man up quick. But I
Yeah.
was 18 years old, and so I had to man up real quick.
Force you. Thank you for your service, by the way.
And it taught me a lot. And so when I see like a kid like this that's so successful, I mean, you're making what, $12,000 your first year in the Marine Corps. This guy's got so much money, and I'm just like, bro, like, what are you doing, man? Like, and for me, it's like it doesn't make sense because I've never lived in that world. So to me, it's astonishing. That's why I keep watching it myself, because I hate the same.
Dude, me and you both,
watching
bro.
this predatory woman just take advantage, and it's just like wild.
Yeah, man.
Seems like a good guy, by the way.
Yeah, and here's the thing, dude. Like guys like me and you that have that kind of service. You worked in the government. You understand what it's like to do push-ups when you don't feel like it, and you're in a paramilitary situation, or you're in a military situation like you, where there's a drill sergeant and there's rules and established boundaries and shit like that. You get it, and you see this shit, and you're like, what the? Because you're watching these young boys get it out the water when you had to get it out the mud, but you're able to appreciate it when you get out the water after the fact. But they never got it out the mud, and you get pissed off because you see these using them. So I get it, dude. It's a frustration that us older guys have when we see these younger successful guys. But this is what I want everybody to do. If you're an older guy and you're successful, you're making some goddamn money, etc., don't look at these young boys and get jealous and hate them. No. Mentor them, man.
Mentor, yeah.
Teach them how to use that success and that influence for good to inspire other young guys to not be morons, degenerates, drug addicts, losers, non-gym going pieces of shit. Use those accomplishments, right, to teach them some competence. Okay, that's what it is, man. Because trust me, these young boys, a lot of times, if you're a guy, you got your shit together, you're in good shape, you have some, you speak well, you're articulate, you've done something in your life. They will listen to you. They will a lot of the time. Sometimes they won't.
Yeah,
which is fine. You can't save everybody.
They need to always.
But a lot of them will listen to you.
Sometimes
Man.
they need to get burned a couple times, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But yeah, man, you see someone like that, bro, that's amenable to becoming a better man. Yo, take him under your wing, bro. It's on us to do that.
Luckily for me, I work at a brokerage firm. I actually called in the show previously. I brought in when you guys were talking about cryptos and stuff. I had mentioned the commodity stuff back in like a while back. But, yeah, all these guys are savages, so I don't have too many of those guys around me at this moment to mentor. But it was just wild to watch. So,
hey,
anyways,
man, bro, even some mindset. Yo, you literally came from one of the best military branches in the world as a Marine, bro. So trust me, there's some you could teach these guys, some mindset that you could teach them that will make them better. All right, don't sell yourself short, my friend.
Appreciate that. You guys have a good one.